Alright lads, welcome back to another video. I want to thank everybody for 200 subs, and we literally almost have 250. We will probably get 250 before the end of January. If we do that, we just got 50 subs starting off 2021. It would be amazing if you could hit that sub button. You're going to learn something in this video. That's the goal with all my videos, is for you guys to learn something by the end of it. Whether it be something you already knew and you just learned to remember it because you forgot about it, or something brand new, which is really what we're aiming for, to get new information into your head. And we're going to come with tips you've probably never seen before. And in this video, we're going to be talking a bit about, what's better, build fights versus box fights. Which one is better? Obviously you should be practicing both. But I'm going to explain and break down what each one, the benefits basically of practicing build fights, and then the benefits of practicing box fights. And then we're going to pit them against each other basically. I will be doing this type of video for more type of things. So like zone wars versus scrims, zone wars versus just build fights, realistics versus normal build fights. We're going to be going through all of them. Free builds versus just edit courses. We're going to be going through a lot, so make sure you hit that sub button and comment which type of video you would prefer next. So we're going to start off basically. You've got box fights, you've got build fights, you've got zone wars, you've got realistic build fights. Okay, you've got a lot of different ways of practice. So we're going to basically compare them right now. We're going to compare, in this episode, we're going to compare build fights, and we're going to compare build fights against box fights. Okay, I'm going to break them down and go in depth, starting right now. So with build fights, obviously I'm just going to give you a lot of positives and what you're going to practice by doing build fights. Now I know this might seem simple, but I have a direction here. Okay, so with build fights, you are going to improve your building, pretty obvious. You're going to improve retakes, you're going to improve editing, you're going to improve your medium to long range shotgun aim. Okay, not close range, not really in build fights. More of that, building and then hit a nice little cheap shot while you're midair, a little 48 tag or something like that with your shotty. Just like little chisels tags, just like chiseling away at the enemy, like 5 or 6 shots that you're going to hit before you get them to a box fight. That's usually where a build fights, it's the stem of a fight before it goes to a box fight. You obviously have your flicks. You're going to improve a lot of flicks in build fights. You're going to improve your decisions in build fights. You don't even understand your decisions on whether to drop to low ground, to stay on high ground, to keep fighting, to drop. Is there going to be a third party? It's going to really help your decisions. Height control, whether to go higher, drop lower, the same kind of thing. It's down to decisions, your height control in build fights. Do you want to go up? Do you want to go down? You want to go left? Do you want to go right? Box fights, you don't really have that option. You do to a certain point, but not as in 30 high. You can play how you want to play in a build fight. You're going to improve your movement. Very much side jumps on a keyboard are the hardest thing I've ever learned. Shout out to all my keyboard players. Let me know down below what you're playing. Keyboard was a very hard thing for me to learn, especially starting off on keyboard playing Fortnite. There's a lot of binds you got to learn compared to a controller. You obviously improve your player tracing, your tracking. Not as in your aiming with tracking, but being able to track people through builds and know where they're going to come out, know what walls they're going to edit to be there waiting for them. You will learn a lot of that with building, and you will really practice that. But if I were to flip it and put it on the other hand and look at box fights and what you improve on your close range aim, you improve on your piece control, you improve on your editing, you improve on your building, you really improve on flicks, like close range flicks. Your click timing, confirming edits, pre-fires and stuff like that. That's all click timing, just making sure you're clicking that button, that mouse button to confirm or that mouse button to shoot at the exact time you need it. You're going to really improve your reactions, definitely going to improve your decisions, and you're going to improve your movement yet again. See, so they do have a crossover. You have a crossover. That's why it's very important not to practice just one. You got to practice both. That was the whole point of the video, right? Is to practice both. Now, look, I do have a bit of a conclusion, and then I'm going to go into some more information, alright? So to conclude this, I have found that there's not one way to practice that will make you insane. Sure, if you practice your box fights, you're going to be really good at them. But what happens when you're fighting a player who only builds? And when you box up hoping he's going to come to you, he just keeps building and he stays on height and he heals, putting you at a disadvantage because you're sitting in a box and now he's after healing. Maybe you didn't need to heal and you're sitting in a box wanting to take this fight comfortably. He goes up and heals. That means you have to go really high in a build fight looking for a third party. So for scenarios like this, you got to be able to be good at a lot of things rather than just great at one thing. Be decent at everything rather than insane at one thing. In Fortnite, me personally, I have an insane aim. but I practice everything equally. I give every drill the same amount of time, and I train for consistency. So you can see me right here. Look, I'm training my hip fire aim. It's not the best because I just swapped to a real high sensitivity from being a low sensitivity player. I'm just trying new things because you never know how good you can be until you try everything. So I'm seeing if I'm opening a door, seeing what's behind it. If there's nothing good here from this door that I open, I'll just close the door and move on with the way I was playing. That's the way you got to be. Just looking for doors, looking for ways to improve, try out new things. If it doesn't work, at least you tried. Try something else. Just keep going with that. That's the best way to train. But when you find something, stick with it. Like I'm enjoying right now in the background and all the gameplay. Ignore that was just my phone. But in the background gameplay, it's just me and creative. Trying creative aim trainers like the Shavok aim trainer right now. I'll put that code in the description as well, just for anyone who doesn't have it. But if you want it. I'm practicing that. Usually I'm a Kovacs kind of guy, or preferably aim lab. I train in there, but I don't know, I just felt like training my aim in here for some reason, just for a difference. I wanted to talk to my mate in party chat while he was practicing, so we were like plotting up things for DreamHack. But see, like, that's it, you know. I'm just chilling out and I'm practicing, enjoying myself while making plans, you know. You can multitask too. There's loads of different ways to practice. I was going to leave gameplay in the background for this, but I'm just going to keep talking for another minute because I feel like I can answer one more question, right? And that's going to be the difference between a great player and an amazing player. Like, what is that difference? The difference is literally just dedication and showing up. Showing up when it matters, you know. When you have an online class and you need to practice, you got to do both, man. You got to multitask. You got to stick that class on the background and multitask. Now, I'm not condoning skipping school and stuff. If it's important to you, do school. Definitely. Don't be stressing. Never play when you're stressing. Have everything you need to do done before sitting down to play. Like me today, I woke up, did 4 subjects of homework. I did art homework, did history homework, did religion homework. For some reason we have religion, don't know why. And then I did a program. I'm on a Sky 1 program, don't know what it is. I did it, okay, just to get it out of the way so I can focus on what I'm going to do now. That is what you have to do. You can't have things causing stress while you're trying to practice. You need that shit gone so you can play and practice comfortably. If not, you're wasting your time. If you're not enjoying practicing, you're not enjoying playing, you're wasting your time. You gotta always be in that mindset of enjoying it. I know others can be, oh man, these messages are pissing me off. But look, someone obviously wants to talk to me when they're messaging me like that. That's emails. That's more work, causing more stress right there. That's more schoolwork. But look, I'm still here making this video, doing what I want to do. That's what you gotta do. You gotta be happy with what you're doing, right? That's the main message of this video. Doesn't matter what type of training method you use. As long as you're happy training with that method, it's going to be insane. Now, obviously, spice it up and do new things to test new skills, because there's an unlimited amount of skills you can perfect in this game. Literally unlimited. I can name some off the top of my head if you want. Like, you got editing. You can perfect editing. That is a thing you can do. It's very hard to do. I don't think a lot of people have it. You know, Faye Sway does. He's obviously perfected building and editing. You've got the likes of Mongrel, who is literally perfected editing. I don't know about building, but he's definitely perfected editing and aim. He is an insane aimer because he's on such a low sensitivity. That's why he's one of the pros, because he hits literally every shot. He decides if he's going to hit that shot or not. When you're at that point, that's when you know shit is going well for you. When you decide, I want to hit a headshot now. Nah, I feel like hitting a body shot. Like, when you have that decision, you have that amount of skill to make a decision rather than just shooting and then be like, oh shit, I hit him 200. But were you actually aiming to hit him 200, or did you just hit him and a hit for 200? You know, that's like another whole video topic that I'm gonna do, which is like about you know, choice or skill, you know, or luck versus skill. That's another video topic. But look, that's all I got. Again, I want to thank everybody for watching this long. I have more bangers coming. Let me just look on my little schedule. I have a video coming, if it's not already out, which is like controller versus keyboard and mouse in 2021. I have a montage. I have things you don't know that actually affect your ability to perform in game. We have a lot of stuff coming, alright? A lot of informational videos. We're going to look into the archives, into blogs, into all types of posts to try and give you as much information. Now, you tell me what other YouTubers going to be doing that. No one. I can tell you that for a fact. No one's going to be doing that. The closest you're going to get to that is It's Jerry and the legend himself. Maybe Marion TM. Maybe Destiny Jesus. But are they going to do it to the level I'm doing it? No. Absolutely not. Not hating on them. Just saying. I got to be proud of how hard I'm working. That's the same way with you when you're playing. You got to think you're the best. You got to realize that you're not the best. And then you got to practice to be the best. Okay, it's all mindset. It's all mindset, time, dedication, and then patience. That's all it is. Just a bit of that. Now, that's all I have to say today. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I'm out of here. See you tomorrow. Make sure you hit that sub button.